Peeps, it's me again. Thought while I had the camera out, I'd do another quick little video. It's nice to see so many new folks on, and a lot of folks starting out to trying to do some molding, and it looks like Noam, you've got a great handle on it there. You're flying away at it, and some of your other ones who are just trying it for the first time. I know this question comes up all the time over the last few years, but I don't think I've ever really shown it before. We just talked about it a little while ago. Webb and I were giving some advice on timing between coats. I start usually at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, and I'll come in and I'll try and put a coat on everything. I mean, I don't do it all. Sometimes if you're filling undercuts or whatever, it takes longer. And that's why I put these little things here to keep track of how many coats I'm going, because you don't get to them all at the same time. So anyway, in a perfect world, I'd be here like 6 o'clock. I'd start slapping the rubber on. A couple hours, I'm finished. Then I move on to some other stuff for the rest of the day, and then I'll come back after dinner at about 6 o'clock at night, and then I'll do another coat again, or as many as I can. So what comes up with the subject I'm going to cover here is when to put on another coat and when not to. Can you see here? Can you see this? I hope this shows up with the camera here in the lighting. This white line. See how this one's gone translucent here, or yellowy, but on here you see the white, the milky color. That still hasn't cured yet. So what's going to happen is if I came in now with my latex and I thought, oh, it's okay, I can get away with it, a couple things can happen. One, you're going to brush away, and what it's going to do, it's going to scoop up. Your brush is going to catch that and just pull it right off. It's like a skin on a Jello pudding, and then you got a problem on your hands. The other one is like the brother from the other mother, Webb, was saying, is if you just keep piling it on and piling it on onto wet undercuts or around bases like this, and you do 15, 20 coats, it's going to take forever for that to cure. Like if I went, say I thought, oh, I'm all finished, and I go to peel this up, what's going to happen? That's going to be still raw underneath, and it's going to rip and tear, and it's going to stick onto the backer here, and it's just a problem. Always err on the side of caution. I know this comes up a lot. This is a hurry up and wait sort of a hobby or craft. There's no real rushing it. I mean, there are ways. I know, like there's the Bama Bake. When he's finished, he cures. You know, Webb cures his. That's cool. But it's this actual in between the coat thing. There's no real need to rush it. What you can see is what I do is if I got really deep undercuts. And some of these ones that you can see here, like the mouth and by the fins here and stuff, is I just put a little fan on the table, and that's a redo over here of one I've had for years. Just a nice gentle breeze blowing on them overnight to help them set up, especially when you've just finished doing your undercuts, like here and under here on these guys and here. They take a bit longer. Usually when I do fill undercuts, I won't do a second coat. I'll do the undercuts in the morning, I try, and then I won't touch it for the rest of the day. I'll let it cure a full day before putting another coat onto it here. And you can see here that's I don't know if that's like a moose jaw land eagle with he's got a really deep undercut here under the tail. So those are problem areas where they're going to take forever and ever to cure if you don't get a little bit of air on it. So this is all like on a spinner, so, you know, I'll let it go for a couple hours. Oops, yeah. And then spin. It's plastic, so it doesn't hurt. So then spin it to catch the other side over there too, so it all gets covered equally. So, and then I'll shut it off when I leave at night. Unless I've done it at night, then I'll leave it on to the morning. So I hope that helps everybody out a little bit, because I know the question over the years has come up a lot of times. So just take your time, don't rush it. If it's not like here, see, this is nice, this one could take another coat. This one's pretty good here, but you see here, right in here, you see this little white area in there. I wouldn't try that, so I'd just leave that till tomorrow morning. So anyway, I hope this helps folks out that are just getting started, and away I go. See you later, folks.